One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Past the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. But jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. Takes the handoff. It's Randall. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Ennis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Motion from the back. Looking downfield. It's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Clemson has always loved these quarterbacks who can put pressure on defenses by running the football.
No doubt. And, man, it's such an advantage to have guys that are elusive and electric that can get outside, and you got a back going one way, a quarterback going the other way. Really stretches your defense, and Clemson has been ahead of it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Ennis. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. First step in this drive comes from their own 44. Finds his tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking for room. It's Randall. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Right down the middle. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Punt is on its way. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Morris. Puts it out of the air. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Brown has it. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Unloads quickly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's got him in the flat. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The option look. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Ennis. They make the stop about 4 yards short of their first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They boot it away on 4th down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Klubnik. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They try to pop a run on the draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. They'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Snags it quickly on the left. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running into the open space. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
The Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the string. Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the way. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Gets it out quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on first down. And he's got him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Randall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Randall. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Moore. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the hot hand. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll try to pop the draw. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Second and goal for this offense. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, better look out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running behind that left side. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Pulls it in, it's Courtney. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep him too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Tiger. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And if I'm a defense, dude, I am perfectly fine with this. Like, I'm not giving up big plays. I'm keeping everything in front of me. The probability of them going the length of the field twice and getting two-point conversions is very, very small. So stay patient. Don't get over your skis.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Courtney. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harris. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. It's a big stride inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Cavaliers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He's got the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The give to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morris. Makes the catch, it's Courtney. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the draw. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground. the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Morris. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Courtney. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt. And you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open. So I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
And the Cavaliers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have unleashes one deep. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Back to pass, it's Morris. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.